Okay, here we go. So today's project is to replace the spark plugs in this. Going to be 41103s, and a couple of things that you need is a nice spark plug socket, 10 millimeter, and flathead screwdriver. We are going to unscrew that bolt. We're going to unscrew that screw. To remove the resonator, we also have to get that band undone that goes into your throttle body. And as you recall from the last video I did, we had to replace the ignition coil on cylinder number 4. So what this is doing, it has been lurching while driving, not consistent, not throwing any additional codes other than the 2 I already know about. So here we go. So I have the hose off, but for those of you that don't know, there is a clip back here that you have to undo. Be careful when going to pull the resonator off. And the reason for that is that hose that comes into right there. Alright, so that is done. And in case you didn't know, your numbering order is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 is way back up underneath there. You can see it's pretty nasty looking. Just probably never ever been touched. You can see the ignition coil that was replaced in the last video right there. So, and a little bit of blow by here and there. And to remove the ignition coils, basically what we're going to do now, this front one's going to be a little bit more tricky. As you can see, it's kind of up underneath that, but we're going to remove these bolts, unhook the coils from there. They're just just kind of pinch them together and slide them out, and then we'll undo this bolt. And of course I'm trying to do this with one hand, so there you go, just like that. Just kind of lay it to the side. Same with the next one. And it has not been touched at all, so it's going to be a little bit more of a bear to try to do this one hand. But this is the one that was getting the water in from the cowling. And I'm kind of curious to see if there's water back in it again. Alright, I got the last 2. I have not unplugged the last 2, I should say, but this plastic piece is just held in by little plastic pieces, so you can lift it up enough to be able to get a socket down on that bolt right there. Alright, just replace that one, and as far as the spark plug, and there is the old one. Now we're moving on to cylinder number 2, checking for water down in there. Nothing. 2 down. Just a few more to go. I'm just checking to see if there's any type of liquid down in there that I'm not able to necessarily see from the top. Kind of looking a little shiny, so I'm gonna go see if I can't get a ladder or something to stand on so I can get a better view down in there. Alright, so that is spark plug 1, spark plug 2, spark plug 3. Alright, so that was oil on spark plug number 3. Like all good folks, we will Google what that is. So this is number 4. This is the one that I had the water down in. The ignition coil came out dry, so we are going to go ahead and replace that one too. Okay, after a little bit of frustration getting number 5 spark plug out, the coil pack I'm going to leave off so it makes it easier to get to number 6 back there, which is pretty nasty looking. I fought to get the clip off of it. When I pulled the spark plug out, there's a little bit of oil right there. It's not on the gap itself. You can see which one was number 4. So far, 1 more to go. Number 6. The struggle is real. I'm probably going to end up undoing this number 4's clip. I may actually go ahead and pull this ignition coil back out just to allow a little bit more room. You do need a short extension to get to it. That clip was a lot easier to get undone, but this struggle is real. Okay, I realized this a little too late. Don't get the bright idea of sticking the socket down in there and then the long extension, because you won't be able to get it out. Well, I'll figure out how to get it out. What you need is a short extension and a long handled wrench. So I'm going to fight with this to try to get this out, or at least get it detached from the socket, because then I can get the socket out and try this again. All right, number 6 is out. I got lucky. That's all I got to say, is I got lucky. So note to anybody that is trying to change spark plugs on a 4.2 liter inline 6, use the short extension and a long handled ratchet. All right, moment of truth is coming. 6 spark plugs, starting from the left. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everything's buttoned back up. And at 538, 925, 538,925 miles, new spark plugs. We are going to see how she does, and then we will go from there. And yes, the gas gauge is working right now. It won't after about 100 miles, 50 to 100 miles, because I still have 2 codes.